and we're here again for Fairy Tail chapter 350. I have to say, this chapter was overall pretty good, minus a few things, which I guess I should go ahead and get into. I noticed it looked almost as if Hiro was about to do the friendship power again, which overall it's fine. You know, the any more hits and I'm done for. But then you remember your friends, and then you become super uber strong, and you just, yeah. Except for this one, it didn't happen, but it came close to it, which is fine. It's just, Hiro seems to do it in just about any major fight scene. Fix that. So yeah, any fight scene, and that can kind of become a major problem if you're just constantly doing it, because you know you don't want to always rely on your friend. I mean, you want to have the friendship power, but you also want to rely on, you know, Natsu beat this guy or Gray beat this guy using his smarts, his strategies, his character growth. You know, things that just happen over time. You don't want to. You don't want to constantly rely on your friends to win a battle. I mean, that would be nice, just not every damn battle. So thank God he did not do it here. It was just more like he just trolled me because he knows I don't like that. Anyways, at least not as bad. I'm not as bad as a King of Thunder when it comes to reviewing Fairy Tail, at least. After what he said, words cannot explain. But no, I'm just kidding. He's a good guy. You know, I noticed how Gray seemed to use, he noticed that Achilles heel, which is funny to use that word since he uses a lot of Greek mythology in Fairy Tail instead of, God Slayer for the gods or, just, there just seems to be, Hades, the Gate of Hades, you got the Succubus, if I'm correct, that's one of them. You got multiple things that kind of hint towards it a little bit, which I find a little funny, but thankfully it's not too much. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, this chapter was pretty good. The fight scene was okay. I would not say it was really good, because it wasn't really like before. Gray as a kid used his smarts to kind of get the guy, which hinted a few things, but he uses what seemed like he used the magic that he had no idea what it is, the magic in that ice to, I guess, create stronger magic. So he's kind of like channeling, like his body is the channel, or is like the cable wire, and the ice is the cable company, and he just let it rip on the guy, giving him enough power to actually hit him, because it seems that guy cannot handle ice. He seems to be weak against ice, obviously. Which, funny how they meet. So, I was hoping for, maybe not them going to chibi mode again, because I really did not, I don't want to watch them fight as kids. Obviously, as kids, they're already weaker than they are as normal kids. But you can tell how much of an effect it is by finding out how old Wendy is and how much younger she actually got. So let's say she went down by two years. So you could probably guess that the others went down by 2 years. I'm guessing since they're around they're between child and adult age, they're teenagers, high school age, their age will affect them a lot more than it probably would on Wendy. That's my guess, at least. But I find it funny how Wendy was actually affected. I was hoping to be like, oh no, if anything, Wendy would be the one to save the day. But no, you got Flair and Lucy over there calling each other cute. So while Wendy's over there just, goodness gracious. At least Natsu and Urza were all a bit serious until Maniva, or is that, I think that's how you pronounce her name, Maniva. She's not that important to me enough to really care about, since I honestly do not feel she's that important of a character this one. In fact, I don't even think she's really going to be an evil character this one. Maybe either she's going to skedaddle, or she's going to have some minor role that plays into a bigger role. Like, almost like she went from kind of a semi-main or protagonist from the arenas to a minor or major fodder for this arc. Why would she be sent there? I mean, I just find it a little strange. And then she herself is affected by the demon, who seems to, which I'm guessing, you got the Dolores, and then you got this dude who I have no idea how to say his name. I'll call him D2. So yeah, you got D2 over there, he seems to be regression. Dolores, I'm not sure what he was, or she, whatever the hell he is. Maybe it could be fire. I don't know. I'm guessing, my guess, you guys, is each of these demons have a special power, each one to a different one, basically, not just Dragon. But, this guy, Delori, or whatever his name is, his power seems to be regression. The one Gray just beat. I apologize, I don't know his name. I could not even pronounce it. So maybe you guys below could correct me on that. But, yeah, his seems to be regression, and he lets off a big scream like he's at an opera, and then all of a sudden everyone's affected, and even including his teammate, which I found a little funny now, because then Urza could just fuck her shit up. Although there's no more camel toe. But then he mentioned before he was eaten, or supposedly dead, that they opened the gates of Hades, or the gates of hell. But they opened the gate to Hades, and it can't be turned back, or you can't really fix it now. And then he was gonna say something else, like it's too late, or blah blah blah, the gods, or whatever. And then he gets eaten by a giant caterpillar falling from the sky. What a way to go! I mean, I have to give it up for Hero for just thinking of ways to die. He should have his own 1,000 Ways to Die show, because I could not imagine being eaten by a giant caterpillar falling from the sky. Or at least that's what it looks like to me. It looks like a giant freaking caterpillar. But before I go, I just want to say, I like to put a little theory on this. I really think the gods are going to get into this. I'm a little disappointed the dragons weren't really big in the Grand Magic games. But I do feel like the gods are gonna, if not come out in this arc, they're gonna be drawn in a little bit. Like, they're gonna be written in a little bit. You got your God Slayers, you got your Dragon Slayers. So what are these? What are the God Slayers supposed to be able to kill gods if there's no gods? So there has to be gods, especially since gods, as in more than one. And kind of a lot of Greek into this. So I'm guessing each god has, what they are. I mean, Wendy would be, or not Wendy, but if Wendy was, I can't remember her name, but the wind, the pink haired girl, the wind dragon slayer, or god slayer, would be Boris. You got lightning would be Zeus, etc., etc., etc. Which I wouldn't doubt a god slayer for summoning, which would probably be Ares. But anyways, yeah, I really think that's going to happen. We're going to see the gods soon, which would be really epic to see these gods, whether they're good or bad. But yeah, maybe for all you know, Hades would be, not the character, but the god would probably be death magic. I don't know. We're going to find out soon. But yeah, so other than all that, basically, finally that regression demon's gone. So thank God we don't have to deal with any more chibi arcs. So yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna leave it here. So have a nice one.